is like 4 degrees outside today. And it's like 80 in here with these huge ass radiators boiling. All right. Let's get to work. Welcome back to the Gpz550 build. This time we're diving into the motor, doing a 3mm overbore, bringing the capacity up to 615 cc. We went with a Wiseco kit, which came with 4 new pistons, rings, head gasket, etc. I also picked up a gasket kit for the motor, new cam chain tensioners, and a few other odds and ends. Last thing on the list is to put the bore in big bore kit. My buddy Sean at the Motorworks did the machine work, bringing the bore from 58mm to 61. Sorry I don't have any footage of that, but I'm sure it was cool. For reference on this particular install, I found it easiest if I put the oil rings at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Because to be honest with you, this install, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Small displacement 4 cylinders are already pretty finicky to assemble, but with this 3mm overbore, a lot of the chamfer on the bottom of the cylinder has been cut away. The chamfer assists with compressing the rings as you install the piston, so cutting away most of that did not help things. I thought I'd be clever by pre-installing all 4 cylinders into the jugs and then dropping it down onto the connecting rods, inserting the wrist pins. Typically that's how you do a twin cylinder like a BMW. Unfortunately in this case, the oil rings are really close to the wrist pin, and I didn't realize that the oil ring actually popped out of the cylinders as I was putting it in. Long story short, bent an oil ring. Pretty easy to do when these things are so thin. They're thinner than my fingernail, not even joking. So had to pull it all apart again, replace the ring, and figure out a different way to do this. You can use piston compressor tools like this, or even just a hose clamp, but sometimes the easiest way is just to do it by hand, using either your fingernails or a little tool like this. Popsicle sticks are another good option. That's how I did the install in the end. Tilting the cylinders one way, then the other, working each ring individually into the cylinder. First I did the inner 2 pistons, then rotated the engine and did the outers. You know, it's always tempting to edit these videos in such a way to make it look like I've never made a mistake. But I think it's important to show them, both because I want to be truthful in what I'm showing you, and because I think a lot of people are intimidated by doing a job like this. You can make mistakes. This stuff just bolts together. If something breaks, you can always replace a part. Just make sure that it's all in working order before you try to ride it. For example, after I got the cylinders all put in place, I rotated the crank over a couple times just to make sure everything is moving smoothly. By the way, you guys have been watching me work on bikes for a little over a year now, and I'm often wearing one of these sweatshirts. If you've ever wondered where you might be able to get one yourself, check the link in the description below. Your support would mean a lot. And with that done, we can move on to the next step, which is, of course, installing the freshly rebuilt head. We have new valves, freshly ground seats, new seals. This thing is ready to go on, but I'll leave that for the next episode of the Gpz550 build. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.